I'm not planning on making it a rant video. If it turns into that, I'm not accountable, okay? But I'm just gonna try my best just to get, the news out there and not to rant, too much. If it turns into a rant video, like I said, I'm not liable. So whatever. But anyhow, though, this I just wanted to inform you about like the big announcement that WWE had. Whether it's a positive or negative announcement, that's up for you to decide. But me, quite frankly, I didn't really know what to make of it. I didn't really know much of what to think about it. And I still don't. I feel indifferent. I don't really care nonetheless, too much because it's like we got the big announcement and WWE announced that, officially WrestleMania 43 will be hosted in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. So that was the big announcement. So WrestleMania 43 in 2027 will be in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And that was the big announcement. And I saw a lot of people on the internet, on multiple social media platforms, and even the live stream, the WWE live stream, and they were just commenting, WWE sold out, they 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 sold out. WWE's not the same anymore. They sold out. And I'm like, yeah, it's just hitting you now. Come on, guys. Come on. WWE sold out a long time ago. As a matter of fact, WWE did not sell out. They bought in, okay? Let's not mistake. Let's not trip. Let's not get it confused. They sold out a long time ago. And I don't know why it's like such a shock now to people. I'm like, dude, it's been like this for a while. It's just been getting worse. And like, if this was the shocking, big revelation you needed, the big eye opener you needed, I'm happy you got it. I'm happy you saw it. But like, WWE sold out a long time ago. It hasn't been the same for a while, quite frankly. And I was actually quite shocked that a lot of people were surprised by it. And they were like in disbelief. And they're like, officially, yeah, they definitely sold out. This was the last straw. I'm like, it's been apparent for a while. So basically what happened was earlier this week, WWE posted like a tweet on their Twitter, on their X profile saying that there was going to be a big announcement on their YouTube channel at 3 p.m. Eastern time. I think it was on Friday. So they announced that, through a social media message, text, and post, stuff like that. So the date finally came, 3 p.m. Eastern time came, my time, and the big announcement was made. And it was basically Triple H on stage with a bunch of other people. It was Triple H, we saw Seth Rollins, we saw Bianca Belair, we saw Liv Morgan, we saw a whole lot of other people on stage. We saw The Undertaker, we saw Stephanie Vaquer, we saw HBK, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, and there was a whole lot of people on stage. And it was basically Triple H making a huge announcement that officially in 2027, WrestleMania 43 will be coming to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia as part as the Riyadh season is what they're calling it. It's going to be Riyadh season. So they're calling it, the Riyadh season, and in 2027, WrestleMania 43 will be coming to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And that was the big announcement. And it was basically Triple H going up on the stage and blabbing about nothing, saying how grateful he is and how proud and happy WWE is to have this partnership with Saudi Arabia and stuff like that, saying that we're all happy. This is going to bring WWE to new heights. This is such a big moment, such a, pivoting moment, a pivotal moment. And they're so happy with the partnership and they're proud to be partners with Saudi Arabia and stuff like that. And like, they're looking forward to it. And I'm like, while Triple H is saying this, and like, he's like, literally, how do I say this respectfully? While Triple H is literally just kissing up to everyone there, he's saying how happy he is, how excited they are for this opportunity, for this chance, for this moment. Not a single smile was cracked on the stage. Not a single smiling face was there. Undertaker, Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Stephanie Vaquer, Rhea Ripley, Seth Rollins, Triple H, HBK. Not a single person was smiling. Not a single person looked happy. And you have Triple H up there talking about something. This is such a big moment. We're so excited. We're proud of this partnership. The excellency. I'm like, come on, dude. And they just got up there and they just spewed lies and absolute nonsense during this announcement. I'm like, come on. You have Bianca getting up there on the stage, getting on the mic. She's talking about how good and how well the Saudi crowd and the culture as a whole treat the women over there. How like welcoming they are. How I'm like, have we been watching different wrestling events? Excuse me. Have we been like no offense or anything, I mean this in the most respectful way, but like if you look at any like events that happen in Saudi, like they can't even wrestle in their comfortable attires, the attires they choose to wrestle in. It has to be like head to toe covered in a garbage bag at this point, a whole black, I don't even know, what do you call that? A whole black vacuum suit at this point. That's what the women have to wrestle in. And you've had countless women, WWE superstars complain about, they don't like how they're being treated, like the treatment there was terrible, or, they don't like it. It was rude. They didn't like the reception and stuff like that. And you're telling me you have Bianca Belair getting on the stage and she's up here telling us, trying to convince us how good the crowd treat her, how welcoming they're. I'm like, have we been watching different things? Because quite frankly, this ain't that and that ain't this, okay? So that was one thing. And then you have Triple H getting on the stage just lying and blabbing, and then you have Bianca Belair. I'm like, I need to know how much she was paid for this, because there's no way this was her genuine, honest emotions and thoughts and opinions on the situation. Because I'm like, come on. It was everything was just off, and it was soulless, And then we even had like a Saudi person get on stage next to Triple H, and he was thanking everyone too and talking about the opportunity. He even brought up like Vince McMahon and everything, saying like he's happy that this partnership is continuing. This like financial like whatever. He's happy this whole partnership and this big thing is happening for Saudi. It's such a huge opportunity, such a huge thing, And it's basically like the magnitude of it all is initially that this is the first time that WWE will be hosting WrestleMania out of the US, out of America. This is the first time it's going like, overseas, I guess, in a foreign place. So that's the big thing. And so the people of Saudi are happy about it. And, I respect it. If you're happy about it, you're happy about it. That's you, whatever floats your boat. And it doesn't have anything to do with me. And like I said, I'm still indifferent about it. I don't really care where it takes place, where it doesn't take place. That doesn't have anything to do with me. If you want to watch it, go watch it. If you want to go and attend, go attend. If you don't, that's on you. Whatever, to each their own. But like, yeah, and that's the main thing. I'm like, I'm happy the people of Saudi are getting it. I'm sure they love this opportunity, and they're going to be excited to see their favorite stars, and there's going to be a lot of kids having their dreams come true, seeing their favorite star in their, hometown, their country, their state, then this and that. So I'm happy for them in that aspect. But the aspect that bothers me the most is like everybody's saying WWE sold out. They have sold out a long time ago. It has not been the same WWE for a while. And ever since TKO came in, it's just been straight downhill, They don't care about the fans. They don't care about the product they're putting out. They don't care about any of that. It's just profit, and making money. And it's blatantly obvious, TKO have been running up prices. They've been running up the ticket sales. They've been running up everything. Look what they've been doing. They have WrestleMania 2 years in a row in Las Vegas because that was the most profitable place they could have gotten it. The first time it happened, it was the biggest WrestleMania. It was so profitable. Now they have to do it 2 years in a row just to, capitalize on it and make the most profit possible. It's all about money to them. They don't care about the product they're showing the fans. They don't care about what they're delivering. They don't care about the product. They don't care about the fans. They don't care about the reception. They only care about the commas, the dollars, the periods, man. They just care about the dollar amount. They care about how much profit they're making. That's it at the end of the day. It's not about the product. It's not about the fans. They don't care what you think. It's about what makes them the most money, what benefits them the most, and that's what it's been. And that's basically that, So people are saying like WWE sold out. They've been sold out. They didn't sell out. They bought in. Okay, WWE didn't sell out. They bought in. They've been sold out. It hasn't been the same company for a while. They've been soulless for a while. Okay. And I also wanted to bring up some other things I've been seeing. Also is that it's another like little update. Actually, there was a huge announcement made on I think WWE's social media platform or something like that. So it was announced that the quote and post says, and I quote, "Thrilled to see our new WWE office come to life in Riyadh. I'm proud to have contributed to turning this vision into a reality. More than just a workplace, this office marks a key step in strengthening our presence in the MENA region, bringing us closer to our partners." So WWE also officially has an office out in Saudi now, So they have an official WWE headquarters out in Saudi. So if you don't know what this means, it basically means like this is not the last thing that's going to happen for Saudi. That's not going to be the last event, the last PLE. Like this is an ongoing partnership. It's going to keep getting worse or better, and however you see it, it's just going to be more shows, more stuff like that. They have an official office now, so like, and Saudi's probably the one of the top places that's most profitable for WWE hosting, So they're gonna have more events out there, more PLEs and everything out there. This is not the last you're gonna see of it. Like, don't mistake, crown jewels, stuff like that. This is not gonna be the last thing you see in Riyadh or Saudi in general. So like, they have a headquarters out there officially now too. So like, it's just gonna be more shocking stuff coming out, and like, don't be shocked when you see it, okay? Don't be shocked. I'm just warning you ahead of time. They have a headquarters out there and everything. They're settled. They're comfy. They're comfortable out there now. So like, yeah. This is official. This partnership is set in stone, and that's what it is, So yeah. But anyhow, though, besides that, though, I also want to talk about the timeline so you guys know, like, mainly like what WWE's up to, So the things we have coming up officially, like, if you aren't aware as well, it's not just WrestleMania 43 that's going to be in Saudi Riyadh, The Royal Rumble 2026 is actually going to be in Saudi Arabia as well, if you're forgetting that. I just want to add more fuel to the fire. There's going to be more events in Saudi, Just add some more gasoline to the fire. But yeah, Royal Rumble 2026 will also be hosted in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia as well. So like, there's going to be a lot more events out there, starting from now on, from this partnership, this official partnership thing. Like it's going to get worse. So like, no matter how you view it, if it's good for you, if it's bad for you, it's just going to get, good or bad or worse or better, depending on how you see it. But like, we have Royal Rumble, that's going to be in Saudi Arabia as well. And then after that, or before that, whatever it's going to be, WrestleMania 42 is going to be in Las Vegas. Then in 2027, you have WrestleMania 43 that's going to be out in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Like, like, come on, man. The only thing I'm seeing while I'm saying this is money signs, dollar signs, dollar signs, dollar signs, dollar signs, profit, 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 cash, 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 money. Okay, like I said, man, they sold out a long time ago. WWE, it's not the same. And Triple H, you know, blame whoever you want. Blame Triple H, blame TKO, blame. I blame all of them. Okay. But yeah, I just wanted to bring this news out to you for real, for real. It doesn't need to be a long video at all. I just want to talk about this a little. So, like I said, the timeline, we have Royal Rumble 2026. It's going to be in Saudi Arabia as well, in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Royal Rumble 2026. And after that, we're going to get, you know, WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas, you know. And then following that, we're getting WrestleMania 43 in 2027 and Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. That's the timeline. So officially, WWE, yes, they have sold out, but they sold out a long time ago. I'm just happy to see that people are seeing it clearly now too as well, you know. But anyhow, yeah, that was just a big announcement. That's the news. You know, this doesn't really need to be a long video. I don't want to make it too long and take up too much of your time. I just wanted to get this out there and talk about it a little bit, you know. So that was just that. Anyhow, thank you for showing up. Thank you for hearing me out, and thank you for being here. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. Like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to. And like, comment, and subscribe if you choose to. As always, it's been a pleasure. I'm out.